What's going on YouTube? It's Brazen back here with another video for you guys. If you guys are enjoying the content, if you guys want to hit a like down below, subscribe if you guys are new here, and leave a comment letting me know you subscribe so I can welcome you to the family. And that being said, cue intro. What's going on YouTube, and welcome back to another Madden 20 video for you guys. Here today there is a, well, not new coin making method, but there is another method that I found that is good to make coins using an older set or just an older type of set. So I'm going to show you guys how to do that. I believe someone also said this in my comments and they used it, so shout out to whoever told me that. If they did, hopefully you are watching this video. But it's going to be in the Team of the Week Heroes, and there's actually a couple different ways to make a ton of coins off of this, but you are going to have to do some research. So I'm just going to use examples on it, and then you're going to have to do it yourself. So it does take a little bit of coins to start, but you can make like at least 10 to 20,000 per one, and sometimes you can make more, and I will show you a method where it's a little bit more risky, but you can make more. So we're just going to use this week 10 for instance, and Minka was selling for about 100,000 yesterday. So I will check the price for you right now, but there's also cards that go for a ton in some of the sets, and it's going to be super useful as well. So let's just show you the price of if I was to get all of these cards. So I would spend 7,000 for that 87 overall. And some of these cards definitely go more than what they're worth. So 6,000 right here. So 7,000 and then plus 6,000. If we go here, it's another 4,000. So that's like 13,000 plus 5,000. That's about 18,000 plus 17,000. So Trubisky is one of the more expensive ones. So that puts it to about 35,000. So even though he technically is, a lower overall, he does go for a little bit more. That's 35,000 plus another 4,000 right here is 39,000. So plus this Rashad Evans, he goes for another 45. So that's about 44,000 I mean. Right here another 3,000, so that's about 47,000. We look at this Farrell, 47 plus another 2 is 49,000. Crowder, if we look at his price, he goes for 24, so about 51,000. And then we're also gonna have to add these silvers in, so you can see that this set is super cheap to do. So 2,000. These cards aren't gonna go for a lot, so that's like 50,000. It's going to be basically like about 50 to 60,000, somewhere in there, depending on the prices you can get them for. Make sure you do the calculations. I would check the whole set and make sure like some of the cards aren't overpriced before you do it, because if there's not a lot of them in there, obviously you will not be able to do the set and make the profit. So let's just say that's about 50, 60,000, right? If we go ahead and check how much they're going for in the auction house, and this doesn't work with every Team of the Week player, and I will show you just by sorting 2 Team of the Week players that a lot of them are not going to go for a lot. So if we're going to we got to go quality, and we're just going to go 90 to 91 right now. I definitely advise doing some of the earlier sets, the ones that are like 91s, because they go for a decent amount, but their sets are easier to complete. And I'll show you what I mean by that. So right here, you can see some of them only go for 38,000, 43,000. So they wouldn't necessarily be that great of a set to do just based off of that price. So we're going to go free safety. Look at Minka, he's going for 95,000. Like I said, I sold him for like 99,000 yesterday, made 90,000 profit. Or not profit, but I made 90,000 after the 10% tax. And then if I spent 60, that's 30,000 profit right there. So if I spent 60 right now, sold them at 95, let's say, I would still make like 20 something thousand, and it's pretty fast to do. That's kind of repeatable. I wouldn't necessarily do the same person too often, just because you don't want to flood the market. So I wouldn't do them back to back a bunch of times. What I would do is do it, maybe put them up. If he instant sells at like 99 or whatever the case is, you put him up, then obviously I would do it again. But if he's still sitting on the auction house for like 20, 30 minutes, I would probably go ahead and just wait. But like I said, you definitely have to do the checking to see which cards go for a lot. So Derrick Henry goes for 88, but it would make more sense to do Minka because you have to put the same cards into that set. Someone else that goes for a lot is this Tyreek Hill, which Julio doesn't go for a lot. If we show you Tyreek, he goes for about 160,000, but he also has another way to make a ton of coins doing his set, and I'm going to go show you it, but not necessarily completing his set, but using a card in his set, and this you can do for a lot of people as well. Lamar Jackson also goes for a decent amount, so he's only going for 65 right now. He was going for I sold them for like 90 yesterday, I think. I don't know if my bids will still say, not the bids, but my auctions. I don't know if it'll tell me the ones that I sold. So these are the ones I bought yesterday. You can see all of the prices that I bought them at. So I was telling the truth. I was able to make profit on Lamar, but I don't remember the exact price. You might have some of those team of the weeks in your item binder as well. So that's definitely something you can go ahead and do. But another method that is very underrated using the team of the week. Like I said, first, a safer method is just to do the calculations on some of these cards. Like I said, I would probably stay away from someone like the newer ones, because even like Saquon, he will go for a lot more. He'll go for like, I think 120,000, or like even Fred Warner goes for a lot, but you have to put a lot higher overall cards in. So if we check, you're gonna have to put 89 overall cards. And if you check this Philip Lindsay, he goes for about 25,000 instead of doing the sets where everyone's like 15K or less. So it is better to do the lower overalls, in my opinion, or like some of the earlier ones, because if you can get Saquon for like 115 or Minka for 100, but the cards to put into Minka are a lot cheaper, it's gonna make a lot more sense. And there's also another way, and I haven't checked every single week on this yet, so you might want to do your own checking. But in the Tyreek Hill set, I noticed this yesterday when doing the calculation. So you see that there is these two sets down here. And this could be a very good coin making method. So I wouldn't really use this 81 to 84. You would have to check this as well. But we would need 5 77 80s from this release. So if we were to check this and check the prices on it, you would basically have to spend, I don't know, still a decent amount of coins to go ahead and complete this, because Tyreek's so expensive. So that's why these cards sell for so much. So theoretically, if I was to go ahead and buy these, let's say at 2K each or 3K each, it would cost you 15K, because you would need 5 of them. And getting a 81 through 84, you're probably not going to make a lot of coins off of it. But for the 85 to 87 exchange in this particular week, it does work, and I will show you. There is a lot of risk on it, but you can definitely make a ton of profit. So you need 7 81 to 84s. What I would advise is sniping these players. So you'd have to look up, it's these exact players from this week. So it's like Preston Williams. So you need 7 of them, let's say at 3K each, which, like I said, I would try to snipe them and see if you can get some of them for cheaper, maybe 2K each, because then that would only be 14K instead of 21K. But there's tons of coins to be made, but also tons of, loss that could happen. So what you would get from this is 185 to 87. If we check the 85 to 87s for this week, we see there's Xavier Woods, Bud Dupree, Jimmy G. Let me show you the prices on them. So if you were to snipe them all for 2K each, 3K, Bud Dupree, we would basically break even or lose a little bit. You'd lose a little bit, but you wouldn't lose a ton. Jimmy G, if you were to buy them at 3K each, you would lose like 8K. So it's a 1 in 4 chance for all these cards. I want to show you Xavier Woods just because he's going to be cheap as well. If you got Xavier Woods, that's literally the worst pool. You would lose pretty much all the coins you put in. So you definitely need a lot of coins to do this exact method. Now let's look at Devin Singletary. He goes for 60,000 coins at this 86 overall. And on Mutthead, he goes for the same thing. So these cards are not overpriced. This is the price that he goes for. And the reason is, to complete this set, obviously we saw Tyreek goes for 155,000. So if this is 20 plus another 12 is 32 plus 60 is 92. And then all of these cards are going to be really cheap. So you would probably get all of them for like 120, and then some at 150. You would still make 10 to 15K most likely, if not a little bit more. But like I said, doing this set right here, the 85 through 87, you need 7 81 to 84s from this week. So what I would do, like I said, is try to snipe them. Even if you can maybe snipe them at 1500, I would think that would be okay. But if you can get them at 1500, 2000, you could make money off of the Bud Dupree, or you could be at least roughly around there. Jimmy G, you might lose a little. Xavier Woods, you're going to lose. But if you pull this Devin Singletary, you're going to make so much coins that if you spent 15K on him, you get 60. You make 45K profit, or let's say you make about 40K profit because the tax. So that's 40K right there, and it's a 1 in 4 chance, like I said. I don't know, and he's one of the lower ones. Also, he's an 86, so he definitely could be someone that you pull like even back to back, or you just have to have good luck. I don't know the odds on getting each one, but these team of the week sets are actually really, really good coins. I don't know why. I guess just some of them because people still need their lower overall cards and the other cards in the sets keep dropping. But check your item binder as well, because you might have some of these cards sitting around where you can either complete the set or you can just sell them outright and make your profit. So that being said, drop a like on the video if you did enjoy it. Subscribe and turn on the post notification bell. And as always, I will see you next time.